Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It's really, I'm honored and privileged. Thanks to ECSC for inviting me to give this very important talk, I will call it, because the world is changing so fast. And we have to understand the basics of if we are using the modern technology or frontier technologies in IT. So the title that I proposed was Empowering Knowledge, the Technology-Driven Revolution in Scholarly Publishing. Or in other words, you can call it leveraging technology for a new era of scholarly dissemination. So first of all, let's understand for the students' purpose, what is scholarly publishing? So when we talk about scholarly publishing, that refers to disseminating academic research and knowledge to the broader community. And that community involves the students, the faculty, policymakers, etc. And the material that we share is basically academic papers, articles, books, any scholarly work that we share to facilitate exchange of ideas and promoting intellectual discourse among researchers and scholars. Traditional ways, I mean, it's not that we are exchanging the scholarly publishing now. It was through, I will call it now, centuries. But the problems and the challenges that we confronted for the last so many decades was, one, lengthy publication processes, limited access to research, and high cost and sustainability. We had to print, I mean, if you start some 2-3 decades even ago. But now, because of technology, why we want to use technology? Keeping in mind these challenges that I have simplified it, it is that it is increased efficiency and accuracy in research activities due to the technologies like artificial intelligence, rapid dissemination, again, through internet, through many media, that we can quickly send it to the stakeholder, and it takes only fewer days. I'm sorry you may not be reading it properly because of the in the morning change the slide. So improved control of intellectual property. Whatever you have, it is somewhere stored for centuries, and people, you can challenge, and anybody can challenge anytime your intellectual property, whether it's yours or not. Now, when we talk about digital transformation that in the scholarly publishing, the role that we have and how to streamline, how it works, how it quickens the process, how it reduces the cost is online submission. Of course, everybody knows it. Review system, peer review system. Those who are managing it, the admin, they can quickly connect the author with the reviewer, with the administration, and the decision is taken and conveyed even sometimes in, if they want, if there's not rush of the work, I will call it in a day or even in hours. And then the editorial management system, which communicates all this, what I said. Plagiarism detection. Though people were trying to invent in a way how to, escape the traditional kind of software that are available. But now, even that you can detect through artificial intelligence and others. And then digital publishing platforms for journals and books, open access initiative. I will be talking more about this. This is one of the, world most, what I call it, a great favor to the authors and everybody else, to the students of science and research. Preprint servers, collaborative writing tools, a digital object identifier, what normally you call it DOIs, and that is widely used as a link of research outputs to the scholarly community, data archiving and repository, metadata and searchability, artificial intelligence, machine learning. These are all that have streamlined what we call it the scholarly publishing, and that has helped a lot. But now, what are the challenges specifically for developing countries, and what strategy should we have for digital transformation? That is that lack of sometimes organizational change management strategy. Though ACSE, like some of the very well-known and developed thanks again to Sever and many of his colleagues that they have done a wonderful job for this change management strategy from traditional ways of publishing to the digital transformation. But still, in many developing countries, this is still an issue and a problem. Lack of expertise, you cannot find good people to assist you to work on it. Continuous evolution of customer needs, because we are evolving so quickly that people expect more and more from you. And they expect that you would be responding in now minutes, not in days and hours. And then, there are resistance to change. It's a norm of the society. They don't change very quickly. With the evolution of the digital transformation, with the technology, people don't change that quickly, that fast. Still, there is a generation gap, what I would call it. Security concerns, of course, usually hackers and others, they steal data, they can steal, they can, they even get your money from your bank. So there is a problem here also. And of course, budget constraints, specifically for countries like Pakistan and others. So what we need expertise in cloud computing, artificial intelligence, machine learning. We need those kind of people to assist us. Of course, very quickly to develop mobile app development, and use expertise. I will be talking about blockchain. And of course, we need to have cyber security. So how to overcome? In red, I have, at the bottom, I have written that you need a strategy in the organization, change management, a mindset, skill, and technology. So, ladies and gentlemen, when I was mentioning open access initiatives and increased access, this is a wonderful thing that internationally, the publishers, all the stakeholders, policymakers, international organizations like UNESCO and others, they have started this initiative, open access. What is open access? How it benefits all of you? Is that the aim is to make research freely accessible to readers worldwide without any cost barriers. So an ideal situation specifically for countries, developing countries like low and middle income countries, that is, the motto is unrestricted access, global reach through this open access, societal impact, that would be their policymakers, educators, practitioners, can make their informed decision based on the data, on the evidence, because it will be available, it will be in open access. Collaboration and interdisciplinary research. Now, the word is interdisciplinarity. You cannot work, in one discipline. You need to work with other people. So that will allow you to do that, enhance visibility and citation, accelerating scientific progress, public engagement, preservation and long-term availability, funding agency compliances, empowering early career researcher. Now they will easily, otherwise you have to pay money and you have to access all this. With this initiative, the early researcher, they can have access to the data free of cost and anywhere where they are. So this plays a crucial role in democratizing access to the scholarly knowledge. And by breaking down barriers and fostering inclusivity, and in open access, increases the visibility, impact, societal relevance to the research. That will be a great help to all of us. Now, a little bit about digital repositories and preservation. So this is a work of those associations like Asian Science Council, Council of Science Editors, people like them. How can they preserve the data, and how can they have a repository? So one, that they will have a long-term archiving, guaranteeing that valuable research remains for centuries now. It's easy to keep that. Research data management, they should promote transparency and reproducibility of research, which is the main cause, whatever we scientists wish to do. And then citation and recognition. It's more now, your work can be cited more, it can be in reach of everybody, and you have more recognition of your work. Institutional and disciplinary repository, then supporting open science, version control and persistent identifiers, what I call it DOIs, assigned to the repository, and then to ensure permanent access and easy citation. And of course, supporting research assessment. Those who want to assess a candidate for any position, they could have easy access to the data and to the repositories, and that supports the collaboration, innovation, and advancement of knowledge across the discipline and various disciplines. They can do that. Now, if we call it, we talk about a little bit about cultural dimension, long-term orientation. Specifically, I'm talking now about Pakistan because we may have several people from Pakistani researchers that may be joining us. And in general, for the low and middle income countries that have a long-term orientation, valuing tradition, preserving heritage, and maintaining societal stability. Now, digital ethics, I'm talking about the ethics that specifically, if we want to transform from one era to another area, we should have some ethical consideration too. And being my position with UNESCO in COMEST, the World Commission for Ethics in Science and Technology, my job is to talk about ethics more. So we have to respect cultural heritage, protect indigenous knowledge, and promote responsible innovation. So balancing technology progress with cultural preservation is a critical aspect in digital ethics. And that's why here, what I have, for example, in digital Pakistan, the concern areas are access and connectivity. People live in the mountains. They are 70% population is in the rural, areas. So internet access, affordability, etc., and then digital infrastructure. Sometimes they are quite remote. The system, the payment solutions, they have to be identified. E-governance is another issue in Pakistan that we wish that the governance becomes e-governance, and that too cyber security kind of things are adopted. Digital skills and training, though we are focusing on it, the government has priority to, have more digital literacy and to develop, to have technical skilled labor available, but yet we are short of it. Many brain drain, whoever gets, skilled runaways. And then innovation and entrepreneurship. That is what we hope that ease to business should be the, motto to work on all this. Now, when we talk about all this issue, I little bit explained in a few slides to you, automated peer review systems, for example, artificial intelligence, machine learning in the peer review process. This will help in identifying efficiency and quality of review, ensuring fairness and unbiased evaluation. So that is that we wish that Pakistan becomes a reality in this. And I hope that ACSE would be the first one to get maximum, digitally literate individuals and do all this business digitally. Now, this will help us. When we do that, this will help us in enhanced collaboration, global reach, enhance academic collaboration with this new technology, multidisciplinary exploration, and with many countries, with many across the, I call it colorblind commitment, that without any religion, we don't discriminate people on religion, caste, color, height, or whatever. So then you now hearing me, virtual conference and online collaboration tools. So this will be in next 5 years, it will be more innovative. Thanks. Sometimes we call it this blessing in disguise. In Corona, we have grown up more in digital technology. And then breaking barriers of geographical boundaries. Now we are close to each other. Wherever you are today, you listen us. You are in any continent, you listen us. So that is the increased availability platforms for publishing research. You can name it ResearchGate, academia have made easier, than before to publish and disseminate your academic work. You publish today, tomorrow people know it. It goes to these various platforms that are available globally. And then increase collaboration between authors, editors, publishers due to lower communication cost. And that helps us in collaborative research network. Now, what is the good digital future within specifically in low and middle income countries? Number one, inclusive access that will help us in bridging the digital divide within and between the countries, developed and developing countries. Future, what we see is inclusive access, and then ensuring that no one is left behind. And this is motive of SDGs also, that we have global, the SDG 17, that global partnership that help us that no one is left behind. Cultural preservation, this will be a positive impact of embracing cultural diversity and preserving local tradition, languages, and knowledges, which is vital for the human dignity. Then empowerment and participation. This will help us empowering individuals and community, enabling active participation in decision-making process. Ethical digital practices, we will encourage with the passage of time, we will have ethics for digital, work transformation, and that will protecting individual privacy, data rights, promoting transparency and accountability across the board, and combating online harassment and misinformation. In future, we will be able to incorporate our values and norms of the local communities in our digital transformation. And then socioeconomic development. This will help us in growing fast. A good digital future would leverage technology to foster innovation, entrepreneurship, job creation, enabling economic growth and poverty reduction, and collaborative partnership. All this will help the collaboration between the government, civil society, academia, technology providers, and international organizations that will help us in reducing poverty and reducing hunger. Now, little bit about innovative publishing formats. Digital archiving technology allows us to have much better organization with large volume of content available online and peer-reviewed. So this is, when we talk about this will help us in more interactive multimedia publications, data visualization and infographic. There are now software available. I will be talking a little bit about GPT and others, whether it's good or bad, or whether it's for teaching or cheating, we can talk about it. But the augmented reality and research communication, this has helped us a lot in, having all these modern things. But I will be stressing on more on codes of conduct, standards, and guidelines. And through this platform, I'm requesting the leadership of ACSE, I am one of them, that we should have codes of conduct, standards, and guidelines for digital transformation. And that is, we can talk about bioethics, biosafety, biosecurity, dual use education. Pakistan is an example, a success story. We have done a lot on this subject. And this innovation, we should be, having these standards available. In conclusion, I will say global innovation and digital ethics are two interconnected concepts, and they are essential for creating a sustainable, inclusive, and ethical digital future. Now, principles for digital transformation, ethical principles. One, design for privacy, security, and integrity. Whenever you are transforming from traditional system to digital system, promote trust, be aware of biases, unintentional ethical behavior, that we have to be very careful, ensure that there is an accountability. If something goes wrong, somebody is responsible, should be taken to the task, and promote an ethical culture within the organization, and that must be achieved through fairness, honesty, and integrity. We should not forget the impact of social media. It is a curse or privilege. You may think, I leave it on you to decide whether the social media is really helping you or making you sick. So, but I am a positive man, so we take it positively, that we engage with a wider audience through social media, building researcher profiles and networks, disseminating research findings. That is, through social media, you can do good job and reach to the people. And that is this technology-driven revolution that has been empowering force for knowledge. The advent of digitalization of technology like artificial intelligence, machine learning, have enabled the publisher to create better and more innovative products. Increased utilization of cloud computing technology, which helps scholars store data and conveniently and reduce costs significantly. Vital access models for publishing content that allow readers to gain free and low-cost access to high-quality publication. And of course, easy accessibility and researchability. Whatever data you have or somebody has, You can have it like PubMed and Central and DOAJ, etc., etc. This has, you are engaged. This has given you a very good platform. Now, a little bit about blockchain technology and scholarly publishing. This is very important nowadays. Blockchain technology, you all know, is making mark in the industries and including the scholarly publishing industry. And that has decentralized and immutable nature offers several potentials. For example, intellectual property protection through blockchain. You have a proof of ownership and through blockchain that you have created scholarly work. Copyright management, smart contracts on blockchain can automate copyright licensing and permission. Then transparent peer review, again through blockchain, is very, you can create such a peer review that is very transparent, that has integrity involved. And research data integrity. Blockchain can be utilized to create secure and unaltered record of research data. And author contribution. Blockchain can facilitate accurate and verifiable author attribution. Now, the gift authorship, many, many names in the publication. Blockchain technology can help you in that. A little bit more, open access and micropayment through blockchain technology. Paywall contents, for example, digital rights and management, decentralized ledger. Retract and correct. Blockchain technology can help. Sometimes there is a smaller mistake and retract the whole article. Now, blockchain can help you to retract, correct, and again have it. Human mistake. Academic credentialing. Blockchain can be leveraged to secure portable academic credentialing. And anti-plagiarism and duplicate content detection very easily through blockchain now. This plagiarism issue and the duplicate publication that can be avoided through this technology. Now, secure and transparent transaction, intellectual property, copy protection, we should all be knowing about that. Eliminating fraudulent publication through digital technology, the proliferation of technology tool and facilitate online communication. Literacy across digital literacy across the countries and continents that helps in improved access to traditional methods within international academic structure circles and your access to the Western universities, etc. But the challenges and concerns for developing countries is again still data privacy and security, digital divide and accessibility issues, quality assurance, and the technology-driven environment. Now, how to transform academic scholarship? I have only a couple of slides for you. Transforming academic scholarship, future trend and opportunities are artificial AI advancement, mobile publishing, and e-readers. You don't need any paper now. And then collaborative open peer review. Other notable challenges, like we have problems with publish or perish, that qualification are increasingly evaluated and that we can, solve through this academic scholarship transformation. Peer review processes, social media networks to encourage interdisciplinarity, dialogue exchange among the scholars and diverse disciplines. Machine learning algorithms can expedite editorial processes. Access barriers now. You can access it, the various funder agencies, universities, researchers. This all I have briefed for you. Now, for Pakistan, because I'm a Pakistani, proud Pakistani, so I focus to them. 8 challenges to Pakistan digital transformation journey. 1, work ethics and culture, we should establish it. We have a lot of issues related to this. 2, lack of domain knowledge. People don't have much knowledge about it. 3, frequent leadership changes from top to the bottom, including the civil society. Delays in release of funds by the government, by other agencies. No separate procurement rules for software. We should have some special rules for it. Because it's different. It's not the routine hardware sort of thing. No national policy on data governance. This is for the government that this piece can be sent to as a recommendation to the government. Context-driven digital payments gateways, and finally, secure and reliable digital access. This was some basics that I suggest ACSE to send it. Now, generative artificial intelligence, specific ethical concerns for artificial intelligence. Number one, that truthfulness and accuracy. ChatGPT, I mentioned a little bit, that can be used either for cheating or for teaching. Now it's up to us how we use it. So that is that we should understand all this. Copyright ambiguities, there should be no more there. Misuse of generative artificial intelligence in education, in marketing, in social engineering, in public opinion manipulation. You have seen even United States of America on Russia, I mean, in their election processes, this data was manipulated and all this. Leave aside us. There are many other things. Social engineering, as I said, the phishing emails, social harassment, phone scams. You receive a telephone. Even my voice now can be regenerated by artificial intelligence, and from there they can call my family that I need this and that, etc., to my friends, etc. Now, how to navigate these dilemmas? Very, very briefly. Transparency, explainability, inclusiveness, alignment. This is that we need to, work on this and to help each other. Shall I thank specifically ACSE, Sir, his colleagues, and everybody else? And I'm sorry that I should have been there. I was insisting for a physical interaction, though we are in digital transformation, but I love to interact with you physically. Hope to that we meet next year somewhere, maybe in Dubai or somewhere.